More details are coming out about Flappy Bird, the unexpected phenomena that has caused a huge stir on Twitter and the web, and now eBay. There was a listing for the now removed from the App Store and Google Store of the game Flappy Bird by Dongwin, and before it was taken down, the one listing for a used iPhone 5S was for $94,000. Is that game worth that to you?
So the game was pulled from the App Store and from the Google Play Store.
Yes.
And now people who have it are selling their phones on eBay
have it loaded,
that have it installed for thousands of dollars.
And if you've ever played this game, the obvious question is
why? Why did you play this game? No,
why
would you spend thousands of dollars on this game?
Why would you do this? What is going on?
So now we tried to cover this story last week.
On Friday.
When
and
it was just like, what's the deal with Flappy Bird? Why does everyone love it? I don't understand. It's a big ripoff. But since then, lots of Flappy Bird news has come out. So where do we want to start?
So much news for such a bad game. So Dongwin, he's the creator of Flappy Bird, decided to take the game down because he said it was just too addictive. And these are quotes. I just wanted to create a game that people could enjoy for a few minutes. So I decided to take it down. And it's why would people are thinking that that's actually not the reason, that he was facing maybe legal repercussions?
Okay,
because of the obvious.
Let me just say that everything I'm about to say is speculation. This
Okay.
is how I read it. He was getting a lot of flack for his rip-off game. Not only are the sprites borrowed from Mario games and whatnot.
Yes.
I mean, they're simplistic 8-bit sprites. You can make the case that he designed them himself, and there's only so much to work with that format. They're pretty much exact rip-offs.
Yeah.
Okay? Even the game mechanic itself has existed before. There was a bird flying, dodging game in 2011 called Pew Pew, and of course everyone's played Copter. So, I mean, the game mechanic itself is not all that original. That said, huge chunks of the App Store and the Google Play Store are remakes and reskins of games we've known before, and they're free games and making ad revenue.
Well, it's a fine line of, is it okay to say to borrow elements that are very emblematic of certain games and other properties?
It's a gray area. If you go back and play what we were talking about when we were talking about King and all of their ripoffs,
yes,
it's clear that they're doing the same thing on a larger level. So is this guy any better than King? Well, no and yes. He's an indie game developer. He made a quick game in a couple of days. Obviously, he took some sprites. He didn't think it would be a big deal. He wasn't going to charge money for it. And now, because it's unbelievably popular, for whatever reason, I don't know, now he's getting all this criticism because of the elements that he stole from other games or mechanics that he stole from other games. So now he's like hounded by guilt and bad press all the time, even though he was making $50,000 a day. Mm-hmm. So he pulls the game, whether it be for fear of legal action or fear of criticism, or just this game got away from him and he didn't want to be known as the guy that ripped off, Mario pipes.
I think that is supported in theory by certain things he said, including that he's working on 3 prototypes in a similar vein to Flappy Bird.
Right, which means he wants to make the same game. He wants to make that money, but he doesn't want to be accused of stealing things, which he kind of did, yeah.
But his other games, including Ninjas, Assault, and Droplet Shuffle, are doing very well in the app stores.
Okay.
So I guess good for him. If you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a crappy game on a used phone, there are some clones available. We were just speaking of the culture of ripoff. Let's rip off a ripoff!
Other people made Flappy Bird games?
Yeah.
That's outrageous. Throw them in jail.
Do not. So right now we have Fly Birdie, Happy Bee, Fluffy Birds, Flappy Plane, Iron Pants, Cute Tiny Birds, and Smarkle Flyer.
I don't see anything wrong with any of those.
Yeah, well,
None of them are called Flappy Bird.
Well, there was Flappy Plane and Fluffy Bird.
Totally different.
Fly Birdie.
100% original.
Okay,
I don't see what the issue is.
Sure, whatever.
I'm going to download them all right now.
You can do that because
sell my phone for thousands.
That's probably not going to happen because I don't know why it's happening now. I mean, the $94,000 phone was taken off, but there are still phones for, if not hundreds more than the value of a used iPhone or phone of that price. I've seen up to $10,000.
And I especially don't understand the market because if you're already addicted to Flappy Bird, you have it already.
Yeah.
There's no one out there that is addicted to Flappy Bird but has never played it.
What if you just rage deleted it?
Actually,
No, isn't it still safe? No, not if they delete it.
Yeah, if you delete it, you can't re-download it if it's been removed from the App Store. I don't know. I don't know what this market is that people think they could make thousands of dollars off Flappy Bird phones.
I don't know, but it seems like it's working. The original was taken down supposedly because it violated eBay's terms of service. The original one that was $94,000.
Oh, the phone.
Yeah, the phone. So that's crazy.
What, did it violate the terms of service in the sense that, like, you're fucking crazy?
No, I don't think that's in eBay's terms of service. We've had this argument before.
If you out there are interested in purchasing a really expensive phone with Flappy Bird on it, tell me why in the comments, because I'd love to know.
And there are also Flash versions available. So if you do that,
It's free.
I deem
It's
you
free on the
stupid.
internet.
And that is not editorial. That is very editorial.
It is editorial.
All right,
You
let us
should
know what
know.
you think of Flappy Bird, why it was so popular, why it continues to cause so much rage and love and frustration and sadness, so many emotions in the comments below. And please be sure to subscribe.